both of y'all doing? Hi. You know, one of the things that I really love about this season is it feels that 11 isn't coming from a place of like survival. She doesn't have to fight for her survival. She's really fighting to be the person that she wants to be. And I wanted you to talk about being able to explore that this season.
It's been really exciting. I feel like she's been able to step more into herself and listen more to herself, trust her instincts. And I think you're really going to be able to see that this season. It's been really nice to be able to play that.
Okay, because she was a badass.
She is a badass.
She's a baddie.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
Let them know. But with your character, you know, I got beef with everyone because I feel like sometimes they try to make it seem like, you know, he's this victim. And I was like, we know that he went through something, but he came out on the other side of it. Okay, he's stronger and better than ever.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to say.
Let them know.
Let them know.
So, like, I really want you to talk because I feel like he finds his voice this season. Like, to really be like, hey, I know what's going on. I got this. And I really want you to talk about being able to, like, give him a voice this season.
Yes, you are on it. It's been such a joy. Like every other season, he is this victim and suffering, and this season he finally gets to stand up and be like, no, I'm stronger because of this, and I'm gonna fight for my friends, and how that happens we will see. But you definitely get to see him overcome these internal struggles through fighting external struggles as well. I don't want to spoil anything, but
With you, though. I was still with you.
Me too.
I like your nails.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
it too.
What
What is the theme of them?
These are Halloween horror villains as a Labubu.
Oh my god!
And this is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow.
I love them.
Icon.
Like,
I was gonna
honestly,
get straight
can we interview?
Yeah, can we switch the roles?
Yeah,
here?
let's switch.
I was going to get Stranger Things nails, but he knocked me over the head for this set, so we got to let this ride a little bit longer.
Okay, period. I love that.
The next volume, I'm going to have Stranger Things nails.
Okay, good. Thank God.
You guys do film in my town.
No
Atlanta.
way.
TL, yeah. Okay. So I want to know, like, what are some of your favorite places? What do you like to do in Atlanta? Put me onto something new.
Oh, you're in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Where do you live? Sorry, I thought you said Indiana.
What about in Buckhead?
Fancy. Love that.
I'll have to say this.
We're gonna have to go hang out and we're done.
Gosh, I
a good
love everywhere in Atlanta. I love Atlanta because I live there. I've lived there for 10 years, so I love it there. I like to go see football games.
You know what I love?
Yet to been to a baseball game though, and I just watched baseball the other night. I thought I could be into this.
Okay.
Stay and late. You got to do that.
Okay.
I could dabble in a little like Sunday at Pont City Market.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little basic.
It's a bit basic, and honestly, it's getting a bit old.
Okay, so
But I
where'd you
go there
want
all
me
the
to say?
time. No, I love that. I love that for you.
The roof at PCM, like.
There's an amazing sushi restaurant as well. That is divine.
What do you have any suggestions actually while we're here?
I mean, I eat a lot. I used to be a food critic before I started filming.
I'm obsessed.
So, like,
Where do you? What's your favorite restaurant?
So one of my favorite spots used to be 10 Degrees South, but it closed.
Okay.
I like Lake Colonials.
Okay.
I love Lake Colonial.
Okay, girl.
you're
I
just-
was
The other day. Love Lake Colonial.
Come on.
That's the best.
I'm sorry. The Lady Martini and the Red Snapper.
Oh.
She knows.
Okay, so we're going to hang out.
Yeah, wait, we're gonna have to do your number.
Okay, seriously.
Dinner.
All right, seriously, though.
Dinner at
I
Spooners.
thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to
Thank
speak with
you.
me. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. I'm sending so much love and light both your ways. I really hope
Thank
Thank you, and
Love
you as
you.
well.
I received that, okay? And we're going to have dinner at Lake Colonial.
Okay, see you.
How are y'all doing today?
Really well.
Y'all took me through it with these episodes, but it's okay. I'm excited for where we're going with this, all right? But, you know, actually, Dustin was on one this season.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody come give my baby a hug. He's so angry at everybody.
Yeah.
So, okay, I wanted to know how was it being able to lean into that anger this season for him?
It's weird. It's definitely not what I'm used to in playing him. I was kind of warned about it going into the season from Matt and Ross. They said there was going to be a bit more of a shift there and to be ready for it. And it was really, really fun, very challenging. But I think early on I definitely missed kind of being a more fun-loving, kind of playing to my instincts kind of vibe. But I always like to accept a little challenge. So it felt good. It was fun.
I love it. I'm gonna hope some of that anger leaves, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Right.
We're gonna manifest that for him.
Yeah, I would love to. Please keep doing it.
Please, life living a night.
But you know, with Lucas, I feel like there's like a quiet strength to him. Like sometimes it feels like he has to be so strong for others that he really doesn't get to let out his emotions. And, okay, we're going deep here, okay?
That's real.
Yeah, I want you to talk about like really being able to embody that, especially in this season.
Yeah, I feel like Lucas has kind of merged with my life in a way, and when you and in terms of just like resilience and kind of like, I guess, like self-power, I feel like Lucas represents that. And in this season, I think that he has this like sense of regret and like shame on himself, because he kind of, this where we left off at in season 4 is kind of when Max went into her coma, and he feels like it was his fault and he could have done better. And I think he's just trying to fight through it, but he can't really complain, so he has to kind of just go through the motions and, you know, go into the season with the ambition and revenge of defeating Vecna.
You tell Lucas it is not his fault.
I know. I'm gonna try to tell him.
But while we talking about resilience, okay, with Max, first of all, Vecna's very disrespectful, because who targets kids? Like, that's the ultimate disrespect right there. Yeah. But I love that, you know, Max has been in this coma, but you feel like that she's fighting. And I really want you to talk about being able to explore the resilience that Max has in Volume 1.
Yeah, it was cool to think about what Max might turn into just in that isolation. Like, there's a version where she's absolutely lost her mind, but we didn't really do that, even though I wanted to. But like, just like really cuckoo, just like off her rocker.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I kind of like, I feel like there's
no
arms
and legs, just going off.
But I think like Max is, she's super resilient. If it's gonna happen to anyone, it's gonna be her, and she has a pretty good attitude about it. So yeah, it was definitely like a very different version of the show than I was used to. Like, it felt super foreign, but that's how it was for Max too.
I love that. I mean, with Fan, it feels like everyone's taking on some type of leadership role, which makes things a little bit different, you know, with your character this season, Fan. And I wanted you to talk about having to change kind of like that leadership style that we're used to in the previous seasons.
Yeah, I definitely think that I'm more used to playing that role with Mike, and it was fun to be able to kind of take a back seat in some ways as like someone that isn't as much of like the active like leader or active like campaigner sort of. But it's nice to be able to kind of have that part of yourself, like explore that part of yourself, because I feel like that's kind of what makes Mike kind of like a strong character, is that he's just he's like a very hopeful optimist that I think, you know, lives his life by having a good relationship with his friends and making sure that everyone's safe and good. And it kind of does bleed out actually in the show. You see everyone kind of take a leadership role. You see Nancy take a leadership role in a lot of ways, and Lucas, and you know, I think and Max. So I think it's a really it's a fun thing to be able to tap back into and do again.
Look, I just want to thank all of y'all so much. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate y'all. And I'm just sending so much love and light all your ways. I really hope you have a great day.
Thank you, too.
Thank you. I received that, okay?
Yeah, I hope so. Receive it. It's nice to meet you.
Look, first of all, let me get this off my chest, okay? Because Vecna is so disrespectful.
Okay.
Like, who targets kids, okay?
I know. Who does he think he is?
Just very disrespectful.
I
like,
understand.
come on, honey. Like, I know people didn't love you, but like the kids, they didn't do nothing to you. Well, I guess they kind of did.
They did early on in my life, but I'll let him know.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. I just had to get that off my chest real quick, okay? But I do want to know, I think it's so interesting because it feels like Vecna has this idea that he's liberating everyone, but that he has to use destruction to actually be able to do that. And I wanted you to talk about just like the realization of playing someone that they feel like they're being morally correct, but it's just in the craziest way.
Do you think, my response to that would be, do you think that he's liberating everyone? Do you think that he really wants anyone to survive?
I think that he is guising the fact that he doesn't care about anyone surviving as a part of liberation. But I think it's really him searching for his own liberation.
That's true, exactly. It is him searching for his own liberation 100%, but I don't think that within that anybody matters. Yeah. I mean, it was really interesting because obviously on the human side of it for season 4, I think that if 11 had said, yes, okay, I will come with you, there is potential that he may have been happier. But of course, like, she sends him to his sort of veiny demise, and within that, the vines of resentment grow around him and turn him into what we see today. So with regards to playing that, it's a challenging line to walk. It's a really, really challenging line to walk, because you have to find out the whys and the motives behind it. And as this season particularly progresses, you will find out more, 100%.
But you know what I find interesting about that, even though, because the spoilers won't come out until after.
Yeah.
What I find most fascinating is it feels like in those moments of him asking Eleven to come with him, and those moments of him taking Holly, or, you know, even with Max, that he's still grasping for this moment, these little moments of someone to prove him wrong, that somebody can love him and would really want, you know, to save him in a way.
Love is a very, very important point here. It was something that I considered a lot when stepping into the character from the get-go, particularly the relationship that he would have with his primary caregivers, and the fact that he wasn't really sort of nurtured and loved by them. There's a play on Broadway and in London, The First Shadow, which sort of explores those themes a little bit more, and I've seen it now twice. So to have those thoughts and opinions qualified was nothing short of a joy, thankfully, to know that I was on the right path. But within that, there were questions that I would ask myself, which are, how fascinating. Have you seen the first 4 episodes? First 3. Okay, yeah, it's fine. How fascinating that of all the things that he could have created to bring these children to, he chose his family home. And that for me was a really important anchor point, because also what you have to remember here is the way he's presenting himself to Holly. He doesn't exist. This is not a real person. He disappeared at the end of his time and tenure at Hawkins' lab with Eleven. So this is a memory or an idea of what he could be, and what is going to make children feel safe. But why his home? Why? Where does he sleep? If he sleeps, if he's really showing these children where he's going to be, does he sleep in his own bed? Or does he sleep in his parents' bed?
Right.
You know? And that is where you can grasp and grab onto the humanity of it and the tragedy of it too.
Even those little things of giving them their favorite things, giving her like the Tiffany album, or, you know, like the costumes, he takes a very great care to make them feel safe, which is something that he didn't have.
Exactly.
But I do always wonder, what do you think that he fears most? Like, do you think that he fears being powerless again? Or do you think he fears being ordinary again?
Do I have to choose one of those?
It's your word. I'll live with it. You do it.
I think he fears an experience.
Good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel was the most challenging?
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you, but I'm going to. I think he fears an experience that separated him and isolated him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, now you got me feeling so bad for Vector now. I was beefed out with him before I walked in here. Tell Vector I love him, okay?
I will.
Tell him leave them kids alone. I love him. I'm going to give him a hug. I will go spend time with him. Just have some food for me and I'll be okay. I'll chill with him in the Upside Down.
I'll tell him.
Okay. But I do want to know, like, what was the most exciting, not exciting, actually, what was the most fearful thing to really tap into with Vecna for Volume 5, for Season 5?
I think the manipulation of others was something I found concerning and difficult and challenging to play, because for me as an actor, one of the things I sort of love to do the most is kind of like cut loose. It's those, you know, we all love it. It's like, it's why we dance. It's whatever, you know, it's why we play music or listen to music. And the retention of not being able to show my full intention was, it was challenging. That was hard. That was a lot to carry. So that was my personal most fearful thing, was please don't see through the guys. Please don't see through the presentation.
Yeah. Look, I just want to thank you so much. Thank you for your just thoughtful responses. I really appreciate it. I'm just thanking you for taking time out of your day to speak with me, and I'm sending so much love and light your way. I really hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You instigated all of that. So, hey, that's...
You filmed where I live in Atlanta, and I really want to know, like, why the choice for Atlanta has been such a major backdrop over all these seasons. What has that experience been?
We've had an amazing experience in Atlanta. We had no idea, obviously, when we selected Atlanta that we would be there for 10 years. So thank God. We love Atlanta. I mean, Ross and I grew up in Durham, North Carolina. So we're Southern boys. So the South is home for us. So I was glad to actually be able to have really good barbecue and sweet tea and so forth. So no, it felt like, in fact, a lot of our cast loved it. A lot of our cast moved there and lived there. So it's been a great experience. I mean, ultimately we chose it because we wanted a place that sort of represented everywhere USA, and Atlanta has everything that you could want. It has quarries, it has farms, it has buildings that could serve as laboratories. It had everything we need. We never couldn't find a location that we wanted, and an incredible crew as well, an incredible crew base and incredible actors.
But, I started my rewatch on my birthday, and I was like, okay, let me start doing this rewatch. And then when I was watching episode 1, when Will gets taken, I have to ask this question. We always thought it was a Demogorgon that took him, but Demogorgons, they don't have telekinesis. We were unlocking doors. We were messing with the light.
Right.
That had to have been Vecna.
I don't know what to say. But yes, you're very correct. The Demogorgons do not have telekinesis. So that only leaves one option.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a confirmation in my eyes. I'm just gonna say that's confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think we can confirm it right now.
Okay. Thank y'all. This has been
breaking
on my
news.
Breaking news. It's been on my heart for so long. You don't understand. Okay. Now, also too, when Billy meets 11, okay, he had a little nasty attitude when he met her. All right, like he knew her. All right. Yeah. So, because he stands in the way that he does, how Henry does, is it safe to assume that was actually Vecna in his body?
See, Vecna's speaking through him, yes.
Okay, he's speaking through him.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I'm feeling good about this. You're right.
This is some deep cut stuff. I like it.
No, seriously. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for just letting me nerd out.
It's just great.
Okay. All right. So, because we learned that, Will gets his little spidey sense, I call it.
We call it goosies.
You call it goosies, yes. He gets the goosies. So it's safe to assume that because Vecna kind of used him as his pawn in the first season, that he has inherited Vecna's powers.
Yes, exactly. He is connected to him in sort of deep way. They're kind of tethered together. So what Will is able to do this year is not, instead Vecna typically is using Will to channel his powers. He's channeling his powers through Will, and this year Will learns how to reverse engineer that basically and use Vecna's powers against Vecna and his minions.
So then he would be able to control the Demogorgon.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 minute. Oh, God. This is not enough time. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to say that he can control the Demogorgons. If he took his powers, then, that's where we are right now.
But potentially, that's that.
But what I will say is, it's, because it's not like 11's powers, because they're not, sort of innate to Will in that sense, that it is tethered to Vecna. When he uses those powers or taps into it, it's inherently risky and dangerous.
Because Vecna could take back control. So. Yeah.
So not safe.
It's not the safest thing to do, but yes.
Say he's a sorcerer then? If we apply the D&D term?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's right.
Exactly.
She rests. I needed so much more time to talk to y'all, okay?
I'm sorry, not up to me.
It's okay. I just want to thank y'all so much. Just thank you for letting me nerd out. Thank you for letting me ask my questions. I really appreciate it. I'm sending so much love and light both your ways. I hope you have the most amazing day. I can finally sleep, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh, good.
It's been on my mind.
Good. I'm glad we helped.